Hello everyone! Don't throw away your old egg cartons just yet. I used to throw them away, but now I save them for this simple and useful trick. With just a few simple steps, an old egg carton becomes a handy storage organizer. Let's take a look at how I repurposed it and see the final result. Idea number 1. Store garlic and onions with an egg carton. Here's a simple but incredibly useful way to reuse old egg cartons and keep garlic and onions fresh for longer. To make the storage box look a little nicer, I start by spray painting all of the egg cartons. You can choose any color you like to match your kitchen or personal style. Once they're painted, I place the cartons in a well-ventilated area and let them dry completely. After the paint has dried, I use a pair of scissors or a utility knife to cut the cartons so they'll fit inside a cardboard box. Next, I place one piece of egg carton on the bottom of the box. Then, I cut the remaining cartons into smaller pieces and place them in the four corners inside the box. The raised texture of the egg cartons creates small air gaps that help improve airflow and reduce moisture buildup. After the lining is finished, I place the garlic and onions inside the box for storage. The egg cartons allow better airflow, keeping garlic and onions dry and reducing sprouting. Idea number 2, turn an egg carton into a chicken feeder. Today, I'm turning it into a simple and budget-friendly chicken feeder. First, I use a pair of scissors to make 4 small holes in the corners of the egg carton. Then I take 2 pieces of rope and tie small toothpicks to the end to act as stoppers. After that, I thread the ropes through the holes to create sturdy hanging handles. Once the hanger is ready, I take the egg carton out to the chicken area and hang it at a suitable height. Then I fill each compartment with grain. Since the carton has separate sections, the grain stays evenly distributed instead of piling up in one spot like it would if it were scattered on the ground. This method not only makes it easier for the chickens to eat, but it also helps reduce waste by keeping the grain from spilling or mixing with dirt and sand. The hanging design also makes the feeding area look much neater. With just an old egg carton and a few minutes of work, I've created a completely free chicken feeder. And now let's see how my chickens react. Watching them carefully peck grain from each compartment is actually pretty fun and adorable. Idea number 3, organize socks and underwear with an egg carton. Does your sock and underwear drawer always end up messy? I found a simple solution by reusing an old plastic egg carton. First, I wash the egg carton thoroughly and cut off the lid. Then I place the tray inside a dresser drawer. Next, I roll up my socks and fold my underwear, then place them into the individual compartments. Each item has its own space, making everything easy to find and keeping the drawer neat. With just one plastic egg carton that would otherwise be thrown away, the drawer becomes much more organized. Idea number 4, make flower art from egg cartons. For this project, I'm using a few recycled paper egg cartons, scissors, glue, acrylic paint, colorful buttons, green chenille stems, and a piece of cardboard or a picture frame as the base. First, I cut out each individual egg cup from the carton. Then I trim the edges into flower petals. They don't have to be perfectly even. Slightly uneven petals actually look more natural and beautiful. Next, I paint the flowers. I glue a button in the center of each flower. This simple detail makes the flowers look much more lively and realistic. I chose pink, yellow, and orange to make the artwork more vibrant, but you can use any colors you like. I glue each flower onto the top of the stems one by one. The finished piece is not only beautiful, but also meaningful because it's made from recycled materials. You can hang it in your living room or bedroom, or give it as a handmade gift to family and friends. Idea number 5. Make a lidded storage box from an egg carton. I just discovered another pretty useful way to reuse this item. Today, I'm turning an old paper egg carton into a simple lemon storage container with a lid. First, I spray the egg carton with rubbing alcohol to clean and sanitize it. Then, I carefully tear it into 2 equal halves while keeping them attached so they can still fold together. After that, I place a lemon into each compartment on one side of the carton. The separate sections help keep the lemons in place, preventing them from rolling around or pressing against one another. Next, I fold the other half of the carton over the top to create a lid. Since the compartments are designed to fit together, the lemon stays securely inside. Once it's ready, I place the whole carton in the refrigerator. This keeps the lemons neatly organized, makes them easy to grab when needed, and helps make better use of the available space in the fridge. With just an old egg carton, I've created a completely free lemon storage container with a built-in lid. It's a simple idea, but it can make your refrigerator look much more organized. Idea number 6. Cut egg cartons into 4x4 easy. Egg storage. Here's another useful way I found to reuse a paper egg carton. Instead of keeping the entire carton, which can be a bit bulky, I cut it into smaller sections and stack them on top of each other. The deep compartments create a protective gap between layers, helping prevent damage while maximizing fridge space for storing more eggs. I also place the stacked carton layers inside a plastic bag. Whenever I need to take eggs to the market, bring them on a trip, or carry them back home, I can simply grab the bag and go. The compartments help keep each egg in place, preventing them from rolling around and reducing the risk of cracks or breakage during transport. A paper egg carton may seem like a single-use item, but with a little creativity, it can continue to be useful in a simple and cost-effective way. Idea number 7. Cute DIY gift box from an egg carton. Here's a super cute idea for turning an old plastic egg carton into a unique handmade gift box. First, I wash the egg carton thoroughly and let it dry completely. Then, I add a layer of decorative paper to the bottom of the carton. Then I place candies, chocolates, or small gifts into each compartment. Once all the compartments are filled, I carefully close the lid to keep everything in place. Finally, I wrap a red ribbon around the box and tie a bow at the front. With just a few simple steps, an old egg carton is transformed into a charming gift box full of surprises. This gift is perfect for birthdays, holidays, or simply as a thoughtful handmade present for friends and family. It's a creative, budget-friendly way to reuse egg cartons, and anyone can make it at home. Idea number 8. Make ice cubes with an egg carton. Here's a simple and useful way to reuse a plastic egg carton, especially during hot weather. First, wash the plastic egg carton with dish soap to remove any dirt or odors. Then, rinse it thoroughly and let it dry completely. Once it's dry, fill each compartment with clean water. Don't overfill them, as water expands when it freezes. Next, place the carton in the freezer and leave it for a few hours until the water is completely frozen. The separate compartments make it easy to remove the ice without needing a special ice tray. Once the ice is frozen, gently press or bend the bottom of the carton to release the ice cubes. Now simply add a few ice cubes to water, juice, or your favorite drink. The ice cools your drinks quickly, making them perfect for hot summer days. Idea number 9. DIY office supply organizer. Does your desk often get cluttered with pens, paper clips, pins, and other small office supplies? I reused an old plastic egg carton and turned it into a super handy organizer tray. Then I place it inside an old cardboard box to create a neat storage organizer. Next, I sort my supplies into the compartments. Small items stay organized and easy to find. The center space holds pens and other everyday tools. Thanks to the built-in compartments, everything stays neat and organized. Idea number 10. Use an egg carton as a spice rack. Instead of letting mini spice jars take up valuable cabinet space, I repurposed an old paper egg carton and attached it underneath a kitchen shelf. The egg compartments fit the lids of many spice jars surprisingly well, helping hold them securely in place. All I have to do is turn the jars upside down and place them into the compartments. In seconds, I have a neat hanging spice rack that's easy to access and makes good use of the empty space underneath the shelf that would otherwise go unused. Which idea surprised you the most? I never expected a simple egg carton could be so useful. Follow for more creative ways to reuse everyday items.